Hi, this here is Hobby Robbie, and I've got a review for the new old school Dr. Robotnik figure that came out recently for Sonic's 20th anniversary. I know they call him Dr. Eggman now, but I still call him Dr. Robotnik because that's what I grew up with, so that's what I'm used to. Anyway, if you don't know about the Sonic the Hedgehog 20th anniversary collection, basically Jazwares is the name of the company. They have the license to manufacture a bunch of old school Sonic toys. So, having grown up with Sonic in the 90s and being a huge fan, I've got a lot of, I felt kind of compelled to get these. So, yeah, I mean, they've released more than one. I'll probably do this Sonic in my next video. So, yeah, basically, these are pretty neat because they actually show you the stage that you encounter the characters, the figures in. As you can see, this is Sky Sanctuary Zone in the background from Sonic and Knuckles. Pretty fun level. And another great thing, they're designed like the original characters, not the new ones. You know, being a child of the 90s, or well, born in the mid-80s, but growing up in the 90s, I could never really get used to the new skinny look of Sonic or Dr. Robotnik, or the fact that they even called him Dr. Eggman. Like, when I don't think of Dr. Robotnik, it doesn't make me think Russians are evil or anything. So, they still refer to him as Eggman here, but he is obviously the old-school Dr. Robotnik. So, yeah, as far as the packaging goes, pretty straightforward. I did get this from Toys R Us, and there is a sticker here that says Toys R Us exclusive. I don't know if you can catch that, it's kind of blurry. So, I've gone around to a bunch of Targets and haven't been able to find this, so your best luck might be at a Toys R Us as well. Anyway, yeah, the front of the package looks nice. The only reason I'd probably keep the package is because they feature the stage in the background. The back of these all kind of pretty much give the same synopsis about the old Sonic the Hedgehog story, saving the world from Dr. Robotnik. Again, I refuse to call him Eggman. So, yeah, let's get to opening this. I'm recording this on a cell phone, so I'm not too sure about editing stuff together and all that. Oh, yeah, and, I guess, in case y'all just came across this is my first review video, so I'm hoping to improve these as time goes on. And I'm hoping to review more than just Sonic stuff. I just so happen to be on a Sonic purchasing binge at the same time. But I'd like to also, you know, do reviews on other stuff. Okay, well, that came out a little nicer than I thought it would. So there you go, Sky Sanctuary Zone. I have an old school Tails figure. And the Badnik from that is a Chemical Plant Zone Badnik. So, these are, I mean, even once you open them, they still look kind of neat. So I might want to keep that. So let's take these guys out. They've always got this annoying rubber band thing in the back. Let's see, where's the knife or the blade? There we go. So you can see the kind of transparent rubber band thing. I like to cut them. I actually, I almost messed up the Tails I got. I almost messed up its foot because I didn't realize that they had these things on them. So definitely something that's good to be aware of. I guess we'll start with Dr. Robotnik in the middle. Unless he's strapped down too. I don't think he is. Just a minute. Alright, so here is Robotnik. He can stand by himself. I think he might be leaning a little more on one foot than the other, but overall, he's doing alright. Oh, he's pretty heavy too, as you can see. Let me find something to stack this. let's see, his arms rotate. And he bends at the elbow. He can even go double jointed on this one. Don't know why you'd want to do that, but it's kind of nice to show that kind of flexibility. His head looks fixed. I think that kind of, yeah, his body actually is fixed. His legs move a little. Oh, they rotate too. It doesn't seem like a character that you're really going to pose a whole lot, to be honest, just because I can't imagine him being able to stand up with an awkward pose, what with how heavy his base is. I mean, this is almost like, not a tennis ball, but pretty hefty. So anyway, that's Robotnik. I like the design a lot. I'm one of those people that, when I'm getting a figure, I kind of go through all of them and look at whether paint's peeled off on any of them, or if they don't look too good. So, that's good. Here I am opening getting the Eggman out. Oh, it looks like, these guns come right off. Well, hopefully they're supposed to. This is a little, I guess the gunner, if I remember correctly, it's a laser that they shoot at you in the game. So, here's the first EggRobo, or, I don't know, I used to call these things Metal Robotnik. Like, when you'd play as Knuckles in Sonic and Knuckles, the guys that would, follow you around, or follow, kind of the bad guy that Knuckles was fighting. So yeah, anyway, here he is. Sorry, my hand's in the way there. And he looks pretty detailed. I really like he almost has a shine to him, more so than Dr. Robotnik, kind of to enhance the fact that he's a metallic robot, so he'll naturally have more shine to him. It looks like he can just fit his gun in like that. Can't quite, I don't think his fingers are quite posable, so you might need to kind of squeeze it in there. Once you get it, I'm sure it looks pretty nice. Or, you know, if you want it down on his side, that would probably work too. As far as articulation on these, I don't think the legs articulate. The arms rotate. And it's a robot, so not much else does. Don't think this comes off. Don't want to, you know, mess it up to confirm that. But anyway, yeah. That's one of the Eggman. I think this one's pretty much identical to it. Let's see. Just in case. So here is the other guy. His gun came out of his hand as well. Pretty hard to get him posed in there. But, you know, I think I'd rather have it that way than if they had just built it in. These guys look identical to me. I mean, they're robots. They're probably mass manufactured by Dr. Robotnik, so what can you expect? Anyway, the detail on the guns are real nice. It doesn't have the same shine as the figures do, but I think it's pretty good overall. Yeah. So, yeah. Doesn't look like he can hold this on his own. Oh, well maybe he can. But as you can tell, it's kind of nestled in there. But it looks like he can stand on his own. Pretty cool. Dr. Robotnik. I have him kind of overlooking at his minion. It's kind of funny. Oh wait, no, Metal Sonic was in Sky Sanctuary Zone, so it's kind of funny that they have Sky Sanctuary Zone here, and Dr. Robotnik, because technically I think Metal Sonic was the main bad guy in those levels. Oh, he just fell over, probably knocked him. But anyway, so that's pretty much it. I think this was about 15 bucks from Toys R Us. I'd recommend it because you really don't know how much longer these things are going to be around. And honestly, the Toys R Us that I was, the first one I went to actually closed down. It wasn't even open, so who knows? We might not even know how long Toys R Us is open. So, anyway, yeah. That is my review of these. I'd say I'd give these, I'd probably, this is what, my first review. I'll be generous. I'll give these a 10 out of 10. I like the fact that the packaging is actually something you might even consider holding on to just because of that nice level design in the background, so you can set up scenes with these guys. What I've done with my Tails figurine is I have the Badnik in that, who's the spider from Chemical Plant Zone, hanging from a string, and I might consider doing that with these too, because when they attack your characters in Sonic and Knuckles, they're actually levitating. Yep, I should plug my Genesis back in. So anyway, yeah, for the EggRobos, their arms articulate. They come with they're hefty, not as hefty as Robotnik, but their gun is hefty as well. So if you want to have them like permanently hold on to their gun, you're probably going to have to use some, maybe some tape of some sort. Because even though it's holding now, I'm not sure I'd be able to do that for longer than 5 minutes. Who knows? I'll let you know in my, yeah, there you go. He rolled right over. But yeah, the legs are kind of flimsy as well. So maybe if you have him like back up against something like that. But for two of these and their guns, and Dr. Robotnik, for a 20th anniversary, not quite collector's item, but a pretty nice item, I'd say it's a pretty good buy. So I'd give them a 10 out of 10. Especially for the design. I love that they're not just doing the modern Sonic stuff nowadays. I like that they're actually going into their back catalog, because they probably realize that that's what fans want. So anyway, I'd give Robotnik a 10 out of 10. I'd give the EggRobos, yeah, I'll drop them down to a 9, because they don't really have a whole lot of articulation, and they can't seem to stand well on their own. Maybe if you have the gun weighing them forward, that'll balance out them wanting to fall backwards. So yeah, but overall they're detailed and they're nice. And they're the first that I can think of their kind as far as Sonic figures go. So I'd give them a 9 out of 10 and Robotnik a 10 out of 10. So yeah, that is Dr. Eggman with EggRobos from Toys R Us. Again, I recommend getting it from Toys R Us. If you find them on eBay or Amazon, like I have, it'll probably cost you, 30 bucks when all is said and done, when you include shipping and all that. And that's at the bare minimum. So anyway, yeah, this is Hobby Robbie.